Although she wasn't on the basketball floor, Caitlin Clark just dominated the women's sports scene. Fans and commentators were in awe at her incredible debut at an LPGA prom. The WNBA's action was significant, but the LPGA treated her like royalty. What goes on in the background? In addition to her WNBA supremacy, Caitlin Clark's unexpected golf success has made her a household celebrity. She wasn't just another famous person making an appearance at the LPGA prom. It became an occasion that attracted national notice. Thousands of fans showed up and demanded that the tournament be televised. The LPGA hit gold when it did. Caitlin wasn't only featured, she was made the focal point of the entire occasion. Let's examine this. This event I have only seen and heard of positive things. I didn't hear one thing about how her fans are toxic. I didn't hear one thing about there being too much spotlight on Caitlin Clark and it should have maybe been on the professional golfers that are there. We didn't hear any of that. A rant video. I honestly just got so triggered by this opportunity. Wasn't discovered by accident by the LPGA. They meticulously planned it. They pair Caitlin with the top-ranked golfer in the world, Nelly Korda. Aside from the best golfer, it is the most well-known name in women's basketball. It's not a coincidence either. It's brilliant marketing. Social media was flooded with images of Caitlin and Nelly, creating a sensation that extended well beyond golf enthusiasts. Fans of golf, basketball, and other sports were enthralled. The WNBA, the organization that contributed to Caitlin's rise to fame, said nothing throughout this time. They didn't acknowledge Caitlin's accomplishment on the links, tweet about it, or publish about it. Fans witnessed this. Let's dissect it. The LPGA planned this opportunity, rather than just finding it by chance. People started to wonder why her own league wasn't commemorating this significant occasion. It was an obvious wasted opportunity, especially after the LPGA demonstrated the celebrity endorsements Caitlin could provide to a sport. The LPGA wasn't the only organization taking use of Caitlin's celebrity status. The news was quickly picked up by the media. She was followed everywhere she went by the Sports Center, Bleacher Report, and numerous others. Everything Caitlin did, from her golf swings to her interactions with fans, generated headlines. The LPGA made the most of every second by showcasing not just Caitlin but also its top players. The situation was win-win. Contrast it with the WNBA. Fans feel that Caitlin wasn't given enough promotion by the league during her rookie season. The league didn't seem ready to fully embrace her fame, even though she had a huge role in the Caitlin Clark effect on viewership. Even though Caitlin was obviously the major attraction, commentators said the WNBA was making too much effort to share the limelight. This hesitancy became even more apparent at the LPGA prom. Great, fans were really excited about that. There was so much buzz online, she was trending on Twitter, all of the things, and the LPGA was promoting the crap out of this event. And they also did something really smart by pairing her up with their currently, and the LPGA was so smart in doing this because they knew that there would be so many eyeballs on Caitlin. So they put their number one golfer, who is currently leading the sport and pushing the sport ahead, they put her next to Caitlin for the entire event. That's just great. It's great for Nelly and it's great for everyone else. The WNBA's hesitation was noticeable, while the LPGA capitalized on Caitlin's notoriety. Fans vented their annoyance on social media. Many pointed out that this was their main argument during the season. The WNBA was not making the most of Caitlin's celebrity status. However, why would the WNBA be so taciturn? Some believe it's because the league is hesitant to give one player too much promotion. There is concern that concentrating on Caitlin could eclipse other players or incite animosity among the league. Some claim it's a prank based on outdated marketing strategies. Whatever the reason, there was a clear contrast between the WNBA's quiet and the LPGA's approach. Caitlin's success for the LPGA went beyond simple marketing. The goal was to create a moment. They were aware that Caitlin was not the only benefit of attending their event. For women's golf, it was beneficial. The LPGA promoted their entire sport by matching her with Nelly Korda and making their interactions public. Social media engagement reportedly surged and retail purchases reportedly increased among golf fans who had never watched the sport before. Caitlin herself welcomed the moment. She posed for photos, signed signatures, and even made jokes about how good, or bad, she was at the course. Fans loved it. She became relatable in a manner that very few athletes are able to do. Taking advantage of this, the LPGA shared images and videos of Caitlin with players and fans. The WNBA silence, meanwhile, became louder every day. When fans started contrasting the two leagues, the WNBA did not do well. Many argued that the league had blown one of its best chances to showcase its talents on a global platform. There have been previous occasions when fans have criticized the WNBA's marketing. The league occasionally didn't appear to want to focus on Caitlin during her rookie season. Caitlin wasn't regularly highlighted in league promotions despite her record-breaking performances and the obvious bump in viewership she provided. Commentators claimed the WNBA made an excessive effort to avoid showing preference, even while Caitlin was a huge draw. The WNBA may learn a lot from other leagues, as demonstrated by the LPGA Pro. The LPGA had no qualms about making Caitlin the focal point. They understood that her presence attracted attention to the sport as a whole, not just to her. And by embracing it, they created a solution that benefited everyone. This occasion was more than just a chance for Caitlin to play golf. It was an opportunity to interact with fans in a novel environment. Additionally, it was an opportunity for the LPGA to show how popular women's sports can be. But the WNBA didn't win. They gave the LPGA the opportunity to control the story by keeping quiet. Supporters were left wondering what would have happened if the WNBA had honored Caitlin's accomplishments in a similar way. This leads us to a more significant query. What does this mean for women's sports going forward? Caitlin Clark has demonstrated how celebrity endorsements may improve women's athletics overall and transcend individual sports. However, in order for that to happen, leagues need to seize these opportunities and use them to promote their athletes. The LPGA has shown that it is possible. The WNBA is currently at a turning point. Take a cue from this and start appreciating its accomplishments, or risk falling behind. In addition to showcasing Caitlin Clark's athletic versatility, the LPGA Pro event raised important queries regarding the way leagues handled their star. The WNBA came under increasing fire as the shock of the incident spread. Athletes, fans, and commentators began to question why the WNBA was so hesitant to capitalize on Caitlin Clark's fame, especially after the LPGA demonstrated how to accomplish it precisely. It was no coincidence that Caitlin Clark had an impact on the LPGA event. It was carefully designed. The LPGA ensured that too. Elite athletes from disparate disciplines enhanced each other's appeal by matching her with Nelly Korda. Golf enthusiasts were captivated by Caitlin's personality and competitive spirit, while basketball fans were introduced to golf. The strategy worked so well that pictures, videos, and highlights from the program took over social media for days. In contrast, the WNBA appeared to be observing from the sidelines. Caitlin's participation was not mentioned on its Twitter account, and the event was not formally acknowledged. This decision seemed confusing to a league that is still trying to gain public recognition. It was impossible for fans not to contrast the WNBA's wasted opportunities with the LPGA's astute marketing. The response was prompt, and the difference was striking. It was suggested by some that the WNBA was hesitant to include Caitlin Clark because they were concerned about overshadowing other athletes. The league has historically taken pride in prioritizing group skill above individual talent. This concept has potential, but it also limits the development of memorable characters that could attract new players to the game. Caitlin's popularity, which is propelled by her charisma and obvious talent, presents an opportunity to increase awareness of the WNBA as a whole. The LPGA perfectly embodied this idea by pairing Caitlin with Nelly Korda, their top player. Their legacy did not diminish Korda's own. Rather, they made it louder. The team showcased the skills of both athletes and told an engaging story for both sports followers. It served as a marketing lesson, and many people questioned why the WNBA hadn't employed a comparable strategy in Caitlin's debut season. Caitlin Clark demonstrated her generational talent during her first season in the WNBA. Her on-court exploits frequently became viral phenomena, and her games consistently attracted larger ratings. Nevertheless, It seemed that the league was unwilling to accept her star status in its entirety. Critics pointed out that there wasn't enough promotional material featuring Caitlin, particularly during crucial moments in the season. Even her Rookie of the Year honor seemed insignificant in comparison to the excitement surrounding her time in college. The way the LPGA treated Caitlin at the Prom demonstrated what the WNBA could achieve if it honored its top players. The LPGA recognized that Caitlin's appearance was a chance to introduce women's golf to a new audience. They capitalized on the Caitlin Clark effect by promoting her participation through live broadcasts and interviews on social media. As a result, it seemed like an amazing event that lifted the entire sport, not just Caitlin. Fans noticed the difference right away. Social media became a heated debate platform, with many criticizing the WNBA for being silent. Some claimed that the league was afraid of offending other players or teams, which is why they refused to promote Caitlin. Others believed that outdated marketing strategies had cost them the opportunity. The WNBA silence became a hot topic for whatever reason. Not all of the criticism came from supporters. Sports pundits and commentators offered their opinions, questioning why the WNBA was so hesitant to capitalize on Caitlin's notoriety. According to one expert, the WNBA behaved as though Caitlin's achievement was an afterthought, whereas the LPGA treated her like the superstar she is. They must honor their stars rather than minimize them if they hope to grow the league. A broader discussion about the promotion of women's sports was also sparked by the WNBA's reluctance to fully embrace Caitlin's fame. Even when their play is on par with or better than that of their male counterparts, female athletes have struggled for decades to receive support and recognition. If leagues are prepared to take advantage of the opportunity, Caitlin's crossover appeal at the LPGA Prom demonstrated that there is a sizable market for women's sports. Even Caitlin Clark seemed unconcerned about the argument. She remained committed to interacting with fans and enjoying the moment. Her interactions with competitors and supporters throughout the Prom received a lot of positive feedback, solidifying her reputation as an approachable and lucrative celebrity. Her kind manner won over fans, and the LPGA made sure to highlight these moments across all of its platforms. The event was a huge success for the LPGA. According to reports, the Prom saw a significant increase in ratings as well as increased social media involvement. After witnessing Caitlin's involvement, fans were eager to support the sport, which increased merchandise sales as well. The LPGA's ability to capitalize on this opportunity demonstrated the effectiveness of strategic marketing in expanding a sports fan base. However, by failing to publicize Caitlin's participation, the WNBA was unable to partake in this achievement. The league lost the opportunity to showcase the potential in its own league and attract new followers. Considering the WNBA's ongoing efforts to increase awareness and support for women's basketball, the quiet from the league's official accounts felt particularly odd. The WNBA has previously been criticized for its marketing efforts. The league has previously been charged with failing to capitalize on viral movements and under-promoting its athletes. A stark reminder of what can be accomplished when a league completely supports its star was provided by Caitlin Clark's Prom debut. The WNBA needs to take note of the LPGA's successful promotion of Caitlin. As the conversation continues, the WNBA's future is the main topic of discussion. Both supporters and experts agree that the league has to review its marketing strategy, particularly with relation to player promotion. The league cannot afford to miss Caitlin Clark's unique opportunity to increase awareness of women's basketball.